which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The prayer today is, Ever faithful Father, as long as I live, I will never stop worshiping God. He has shown me the undiluted love, and I pray for the heart to be able to contain the things He has not yet attended to in my life. Amen. Start us out, Amy.
Yes, good morning, Commissioners. Good morning. So I have one item. On September the 8th, I concurred with Newbury Township trustees on a liquor license and not requesting a hearing on the liquor license being requested by 17755 Ravenna Corp. Incorporated, located at 10311 Kinsman Road, Newbury, Ohio. October new 065010311-1. And that's all.
Thank you. Item number 2, financials.
Morning, Commissioners. Adrian Gordon with the Commissioner's Office. Today's financials include a travel encumbrance from the Common Pleas Court to attend an Ohio Supreme Court Judicial College training on all aspects of a jury trial. Among the vouchers are $300,670.30 from ADP Board to Tyler Technologies for the 2026 licensing and support payments on the county's financial system, plus the cloud integration. Last year's total was $235,686, which was only a partial year for that one. So the next item here is $1,130,850.38 from the Commissioner's Office to Infinity Construction Company for pay request number 23 of the courthouse expansion project. And also $19,990 from Water Resources to Raftellus Financial Consultants Incorporated for services rendered in regards to a sewer and water rate study.
So for the Tyler technology, you said that 235 was a partial year, and then I assume part of that cloud integration is like a one-time fee, that's not an annual $300K we're going to be looking at going forward.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it will be probably around this amount for the full year. The 235,686 was just for January through August of actually through August of this year.
Okay,
so
got it.
That was the cloud integration was part of all that, and that's, I think they changed their billing cycle. Okay. So that's why it was so much less.
All right. I'll make a motion to approve the financials.
Second.
Commissioner Spitaleri.
Aye.
Commissioner Brackey.
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Adrian.
Good morning.
All right, Charles T. Catch, the Maintenance Department. I have item number 3 on the agenda. The Maintenance Department is requesting the board award the bid to V.L. Chapman Electric Incorporated for the West Geauga Senior Center MSI wastewater treatment plant standby generator installation in the amount of $198,699.06 as they represent the lowest and best bid.
So this was a little bit over the estimate.
Yes, slightly over, yes.
Okay.
The estimate was $198,268.
And Adrian, we have the budget for this, if we approve this, okay. And then this is just a comment, but you know I love a good typo. So the engineer, did you notice this? The engineer that signed one of the documents in our packet, he signed his name Timothy Poo, P-E, and then I looked, apparently his real name is Poole, but I don't know why the signature line. Anyway, he forgot the L. So it's just a comment. It's not related to anything, but you know, these meetings can be dry, so. So I'll make a motion to approve item number 3.
Second that.
Commissioner Spitaleri.
Aye.
Commissioner Brackey.
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer.
Yes.
Thank you. Morning, Glenn. Good morning. How are y'all today?
Good.
How are you, Glenn?
Good. Maintenance Department, Glenn.
On item number 4, the Maintenance Department is requesting the board approve and execute the service contract agreement with Cable Communications Incorporated to install cameras and access controls at the Treasurer's office located in the Opera House, with work to be completed within 180 days from September 9th of 2025 in an amount not to exceed $42,866.18. This is in working with ADP and the Treasurer's office, so we walked through what doors are going to be key carded, and we wanted to add 2 more cameras. So ADP did a lot of legwork on this and checked and see what doors and everything, and then from there we got the contract together and get this up.
Okay, so these are additional cameras. We're not replacing current cameras, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then, I guess, additional access control. So we're not paying $42,000 for 2 cameras? It's
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Phew.
Yes, there's, I want to say 9 doors that we're getting key carded.
Okay.
So one of them's the front door, so which is with a key card system would be really great. They can program that to open it up at a certain time and close it at a certain time instead of us with a hard key locking it in and unlocking it.
Okay.
So, like I said, this is with the work of ADP folks and getting that going. So it's a much appreciated working effort with all the parties.
I'll make a motion to approve. Item number 4.
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Brackey.
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer.
Yes.
Glenn, I just want to say, Charles is always, kudos to him. He's always got such a thorough, complete packet every time he comes up. Thanks for that, Charles.
Yes.
Do a great job. Thank you.
He does do his homework, and if there's a question, he gets right on it and asks. And I know we have many talks before he gets in here, so he does.
It's just super conscientious, and I appreciate it a lot.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, he does a great job. So, thank you.
Yep, thanks.
Thanks, Glenn.
Item number 5, the Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve and authorize the President of the Board to execute change order number 13, increasing the contract with Infinity Construction Company Incorporated for the Geauga County Courthouse Expansion Project, GMP Phase 1 and Phase 2, for additional courtroom security audio, which is an increase of $37,829, and the elimination of the dedication plaque, which is a credit of $6,243, for a total increase in the amount of $31,586. I have Brett Besgen, who's a project manager with Infinity, who's going to talk a little bit about the change orders and the extension of the substantial completion date.
So the 2 change order requests in this are change order request 30 for the bulletin 3, the courtroom audio security. That is in all 5 of the courtrooms, the 2 common pleas and the 3 magistrates. And then change order request 31, the dedication plaque credit, which you've talked about previously. The other item in this is the contract time extension. We recently met with the billing department, and in order for a certificate of occupancy to be issued, they're requiring all bulletin ASI work to be completed. So along with this one, especially this one, after this gets approved, material has about a 4-week lead time on it, so that'll put it roughly beginning of October. You have to get programming installed. Along with that, the previous couple change orders that got approved, one was for Bulletin 2, which added all the cameras and card readers, and along with the backbone cabling, added over about 500 hours of work for the technology contractor right at the end of the project. Unfortunately, they don't have the manpower to man it up because they have other commitments to get this done, which is why, is part of the reason why the time extension, so.
Okay, can you talk about this 30, like what are these microphones and indicator lights in the courtrooms? Where are they going?
So it adds audio to the security system. So, and it also adds a switch for the bailiff to turn it on and off and a light indicator in the courtrooms. So basically, if the sheriff sitting at the front desks clicks on a courtroom, they can hear the audio if that switch is turned on.
Okay. And I mean, I guess, the question I asked for all these change orders is why was this not anticipated?
I can't answer that. That must be an architect or other question, all I can do is I got the bulletin, price it up.
Great.
With
Okay.
these changes, what's the estimated date to move into the new expansion?
So we looked at that a little bit and shortened a few things at the end. With this, the new substantial completion date for us is 11/7. Furniture scheduled to come middle of November, to be finished by December 1st, and then the move-in dates is set for December, to start the week of December 8th. So the goal is still met to get them in by the end of the year, which was, that was what we initially looked at the beginning of the project.
Okay, and then Brett, we had this conversation with Amy, but, so explain to me, the subcontractor, this Legacy Electric, they put on a 2% bond onto their, so they have a subtotal of about $36,000. They put on the 2% bond, and that's what gets us to our grand total. And then Legacy takes that grand total post-bond, and then from that, you figure out your bond of an additional 1%. So why are we bonding the bond? Does that make sense?
Yeah, so Infinity on projects, we require a bond on subcontractors with a contract over $1 million. And then obviously the county requires the bond on us. And
Okay, so but Legacy, their total contract is over $1 million, even though this contract is not?
correct, yes, their
Okay.
initial contract is over $1 million.
But shouldn't you be bonding the subtotal, not bonding their bond?
No, because at the end of the day, our bonding company comes back and says, what's the total cost of the project? How much did you pay for the project? And that's what we get charged the 1% on. If that makes sense.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to me why we're double bonding.
So I'm not the most versed in this. I kind of copied our owner on my response to Amy.
Yeah.
I put a snapshot of our RFP, our proposal, of kind of different insurances you could carry as a CM. This is the way we do it that makes the most sense for us and
So
the
this is
and
your
the owner.
standard practice?
This is our standard
bonding the bond?
practice. Yeah, so it's a way to, with the low fee we're making on this, it's the way to kind of help protect us. We take the risk on subs with contracts under $1 million, but over $1 million, we just require that additional insurance.
Yeah, I mean, that part I understand. I just would think that your bond would be on their subtotal pre-bond. I mean, it's almost like, do you?
Yeah, I get where you're coming with
Okay.
it, but yeah, no, it's, our bonding company just look at what's the final cost of the project, and that's what we get charged 1% on.
I see. It just doesn't, it like logically just doesn't follow for me. Can you point me to like where in our contract this is allowed?
I know we include
I mean, I know you might not know it right now, but could you
yes.
get that
Yeah.
information for me?
Yeah.
And just so I understand where this is allowed in our agreement.
Yeah, I can follow up with that.
And then I guess my other question with this is this change order, is this more expensive to be implementing now than if it was implemented earlier in the project?
A little bit more, because there is little more stuff in the way. I know when we put the budget together, I think it was back in June, so there's a little more stuff in the way, but we've actually gone ahead and kind of kept tiles out and kept things open so we can get to it, kind of anticipating this was
Right.
coming.
That's what I was afraid of, is that things are kind of more closed off now, and so we're increasing the price by adding this at this point. And Sheriff, you feel this is a necessary thing to have?
Absolutely.
Okay. And were you consulted about this early on in the process? Like, do you have any like reference point as far as why this is coming just now at the kind of the late stage?
Pretty much what happened was the architect put in what they thought was good, and then we reviewed it and said, no, we think these additional things would make it safer.
Okay,
And the judges had certainly had input in the courtroom stuff.
got it. All right, that's all for me.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Brackey.
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chris, did you want to take 6?
This is the certification request to the county auditor, request to the commissioner's quarterly use of county credit cards pursuant to ORC 301.27 for the year 2025 for the 4 quarters for the Emergency Management Agency for their credit union Visa and PNC. This is all part of it. This is related to the name change as well as staff changes.
I move to approve.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Brackey.
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer.
Yes.
Okay, item 7, that was Kathy. The Commissioner's Office is requesting the board designate Kathy Hostetler, Human Resources Administrator, as the voting representative for Geauga County at the 2025 Corsa Annual Meeting on September 12th, 2025.
Kathy, as a newbie, can you tell me what happens at a Corsa meeting? Like, what do you vote on?
Okay, so, well, number one, these are 3 people that are on the board, 3 commissioners that are on the board that they're wanting to do it again. So my chances of voting are probably nil because they are interested in renewing. But I think
I don't understand what you're saying. So,
okay, so there's a board.
okay, and there's
Corsa.
3 commissioners that are up for.
No, there's 9
Oh,
commissioners on the board. 3 of them are coming up with the
that's what
expiration.
I'm saying. 3 that are coming up for reelection.
Yeah, and they're interested in continuing, so
Okay.
chances are they're going to continue. But the way this goes is, this is the 38th annual membership meeting for Corsa, and what they always do is present their year-end financials to let us know where they are. And this year, they're going to be discussing cyber coverage, claims trends, and impactful loss control incentives. That's huge. I mean, there have been a lot of counties in Corsa and all over the state that have been impacted by cyber attacks this year. There's also a demonstration. They're going to demonstrate their new virtual reality training program for law enforcement and corrections professionals. I actually called Corsa to see if maybe I could invite some of our deputies or the sheriff to come down, and they said it's going to be a condensed version, and they've probably already seen it, so probably not worth their time to go there for, drive down there for 2.5 hours. So this also goes towards the incentive. I know I sent out an email. They love when the commissioners come, the more the merrier kind of thing, and to see all of this. So in the event that everyone's schedules are filled and I'm the only representative there, then that's why I'm asking for these voting rights. And also, it goes towards our incentive. We get back up to $18,000 if we meet our incentives with the county employees, and also my presence at the meeting.
I move to approve item number 7.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Brackey.
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer.
Thank you,
How many, I
Commissioner.
have a question.
Yes, sir.
How many counties are in Corsa
Oh,
out of
gosh.
88?
Yeah, now I've been talking about Sebco, so I'm thinking there's 65, more than that, maybe. I know they gained some new counties, but like I said, I'm thinking Sebco in my mind right now, and I know they're around 54, but it probably even more. I will get that exact number for you,
And
though.
when is the fiscal year?
The fiscal year for our coverage is May 1st through April 30th. So this year, as we do every year, this fall is the big gathering time, and everyone in the county is so cooperative, in particular the Sheriff's Department and our ADP department, because we need a lot of information for them, and all of that gets submitted before Thanksgiving. And we do, all of that goes, they ask a lot of questions, it's a lot of gathering of information, and then we don't really hear back from Corsa until around March or April with our renewal rate. Honestly, I would anticipate a raise definitely, because our courthouse coverage is not on there yet and will be, so that'll be reflected in our renewal rate, as well as all of the cyber things that's going on. Any lawsuits that the county is experiencing right now definitely will impact our experience. Again, being in a pool, it kind of can even it out, and Corsa is pretty good about even giving back dividends to us, because they are a risk authority, they are the risk-sharing authority, and so it works out pretty well, but I am anticipating hopefully not too big of an increase for next year, but definitely we are adding a major structure onto our property insurance.
Thank you, and I vote yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kathy. Item number 8, the Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve and execute Resolution 25-177 to further ratify the 2009 agreement as updated between the Geauga County Board of Commissioners, Geauga County Sheriff, and the U.S. Department of Justice, United States Marshal Service, and further authorizes, ratifies, and signs by its president the agreement as updated as provided in the resolution.
So because there is pending litigation on this subject, the board has been advised not to comment in detail on this agenda item. But what we can say is that we're voting to take formal action to reaffirm our support for the sheriff's housing of ICE inmates and for his cooperation with law enforcement. So I'll move to approve item number 8.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Brady.
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer.
Yes.
Item number 9.
Nick? So the Department of Water Resources is requesting the board move into executive session for the purpose of discussing the employment and compensation of public employees pursuant to ORC 121.22G4. And Nick will be joining us.
I move to approve.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Brady.
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer.
Yes.
No action. I do have 2 items, Commissioners, for board discussion. I know last session I had mentioned that we were going to organize a walkthrough of the courthouse. It's proving to be a bit more difficult, and there's a few more steps involved, so we're going to postpone that. That was originally scheduled for next week. And then the other item is I've learned as I've come into the position that there's been a past precedent of the Commissioners approving the day after Thanksgiving as a day off. So I just wanted to open that up for discussion. I do have language if you wanted to take action today on approving that, just so if we're getting kind of close in terms of, planning business operations and vacations and things like that. So we can certainly discuss it today and take action at a later date, or if you decide, yes, we'd like to do that. Unfortunately, I don't have the history, but I'm sure there are others that know that
Christy has it in her head.
Yeah, exactly.
Day for Thanksgiving, as far as I know, has been given every year since before I started. Started all the way back with Commissioner Smeedy and Mr. Craig Albert at the time, and Mr. Young. I think that's when it all started back there. So that was probably about 19 or so years ago.
Can you read the motion?
Yes, it says, the Commissioner's Office is requesting the board close the Geauga County offices on Friday, November 28th, 2025, in light of the Thanksgiving holiday, whereas all regular scheduled employees under the hiring authority of the Board of Commissioners will receive up to 8 hours of paid time off. 24-hour operations will continue to operate as normal. Further, those employees required to work on November 28th, 2025 will be entitled to their overtime rate of pay for actual hours worked.
I move to approve.
Second?
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Brady.
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer.
Yes.
And that's all I, excuse me, that's all I have for board discussion. And then just prior to public comment, just to let you all know that, again, with the new audio system, if you wish to be heard, you'll have to unfortunately come up to the table and speak into the microphone because the audio doesn't pick up anything from the audience. So just a reminder. So I guess with that, we can open the floor for public comment.
Go ahead. State your name, please.
Anastasia Nicholas, Chagrin Valley Times. My question is about item 8. I'm still unclear on what exactly you did. And what does it mean to further ratify the 2009 agreement? And why are you doing it today?
All right, because of the pending litigation, I really don't think we can comment on that, Anastasia. I do believe we can we provide that? No.
I would have to ask
Okay.
the prosecutor's office first.
We'll check with the prosecutor's office and see if that's a public record that we're able to provide to you.
Are you able to say just in general, like what does it mean to further ratify?
Stay tuned.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Howard, South Russell Village. This 2 days from now, it's 9/11. And I hope we all remember what happened a few years ago, and hopefully it'll never happen
Well said. Anybody else?
I'm Steve Harrison, Munson Township. Last Thursday, you discussed signage for this facility. This morning, when I drove in, I observed that the signage at Ravenwood is going to be a bit of a challenge, I think, when the Munson Township trustees was discussed there as far as zoning restrictions in Munson. And we were told at the time that the signage for the county office was going to be comparable to the UH sign. There's not a lot of space there, so it's going to take some creative design work, and I hope that you all bear that in mind.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else for public comment?
Just want to remind everybody that today, they are installing the four-way stop at 608 in Chardon Wednesday. Expect to be done with that by noon. Hopefully that's going to make that intersection safer, but it's going to be a big change for everybody that's used to driving 55 miles an hour through that intersection, so just be aware.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thanks for being part of making Geauga a little safer.
My job.
Okay, all right. Any other public comment? Hearing none, I make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.